Now, this is a completely different pocket. A tougher assignment than what Scott Thompson faced a few moments ago.
Well, this is the pocket. The last time someone kicked it here, the second last time was the old ships, the warships, timber boats used to float down the Gulf in Adelaide.
Tony Hawk booted a few from this pocket.
One I remember. That's what I'm saying. And someone did it a couple of years ago, Tim. But the ships were floating down.
Yeah, Halley's Comet was overhead.
Yeah, all that. The moon was blue.
Well, perhaps this could be the moment. Tyson Edwards. It's not to be.
No, I'd win a lot of money on that.
Off the side of the boot. Misses to the near side, and the look says it all. He's an angry man.
So 6 points for the Crows this quarter. The last two have been very tight. A couple have been rushed, so it hasn't been anything to write home about, really.
And Burton's failed to make the distance on a couple of occasions.
Yep.
2-on-1 for the Blues here, and White's able to take the mark. Give to Walker.
His run's been important, isn't it?
As for Robinson, but Adelaide have it covered at the fall. Riley, Doughty. Here comes Garlett. Got him high. Adelaide's ball. Just under 3 minutes left. A couple of goals, and Adelaide could go to three-quarter time with some hope and some heart. Tip it to Vince. They're spending a lot of time attacking in this quarter, but for no result. Petrenko. Carlton with the 50, pretty well blocked. Petrenko bombs it as high as he possibly can. You couldn't kick a ball much higher than that. Blues wanting to keep it near the line. Gibbs is over it. Can't just hold it in. There'll be a ball up. Crows have kicked 6 behinds for the quarter, so in a sense they have kicked 1 goal. The Blues have kicked 1 goal, 1-1 to 6 behinds. Kel, it's been an epic.
It certainly has, Tim. One to remember as they muck around with it in the pocket for the Crows, and Walker can clear. Scotland, Gibbs team up again. Scotland, big tackle applied by Vince. Crows can't get their hands on the ball. Cruiser, a chain of hand passes. Yarran hemmed in against the boundary line, sweeping handball, looking for Lucas. Did it beautifully over to Cruiser. They've got loose players everywhere. Robinson onto the boot, out in front, Garlett. Gives it over to Simpson, and the Blues can continue to punish the Adelaide Crows.
Well, it seemed that was down the Adelaide end for, seemed like half an hour, but it obviously wasn't. And finally, they worked it pretty well around the boundary. I mean, it was a bit of flippy and floppy, but they actually got it in the end, and eventually it just fell for them. And wow, that is a sad scoreboard. Yes, a few of the Adelaide supporters waving goodbye to the season, I think.
The roving television camera is about the most exciting thing they've seen in the last half hour. They've gone goalless. Carlton have kicked 2-1, and the first goal came 35 seconds in. That one came very close to the end of the term. Robinson, good contest there. Murphy just working it forward, and Carlton with the chance to score another one late in the piece with the throw-in coming up. Hasn't stopped trying, Mitch Robinson. A real competitor in every sense of the word. Not the most talented, but he gives Carlton value. Cruiser dangerous here at the stoppage. Simpson, Cruiser. Just couldn't get the arms free for the hand pass. Rutten to Doughty. To Vince. Crows work it around. Riley placing it for Davis. And Adelaide get away. Davis a long ball. 2-on-2 here. And there'll be a throw-in on the wing. The last time Carlton beat Adelaide 8 contests ago, from memory, came with a Brendan Favola goal after the final siren, or on the final siren. It doesn't look as though this victory is going to come quite that late. They look as though they have it covered.
They certainly do. 44 points the margin. And now McKay strides out along the wing. Can run all the way here. Closes to 48. Centering kick unselfishly. Walker camped underneath it. Strong hands. Marks in front of White. Finally, something to cheer about. for the Crows fans in the crowd. Taylor Walker, quiet day. He's not the only one.
Oh, you wouldn't like to be playing the forward line for Adelaide today. Gee, it's hard work.
23 goals from his 14 games last year. He's voted 4-3 heading in this afternoon. So
he's on the Michael Holding run-up here. The man on the mark's 20 out, and he's gone beyond the 50.
Well, he closes to 40 to 38 on the siren, and that might give them a reason to put their hands together. Taylor Walker with the Crows' first goal in the third quarter. A little bit of niggle, a little bit of push and shove.
Essendon did it against North Melbourne one day, didn't they, Corey?
Yeah, Neil Craig just told his charges to take him on. He tried to rally him and really get him inspired. They just seem very, very flat. Brett Ratton, on the other hand, he's just happy with the way his side's going. He just wants to finish the Crows off. He
certainly applied the blowtorch at in that third quarter huddle, and it'll be interesting to see how they respond. Doughty does well and then goes long, kicks long, deep into the forward line, and standing his ground, Scott Thompson. We haven't seen much of that this afternoon at all. Long kicks to the goal square.
Terrific effort, Doughty. Armfield really had the sit for the spoil, and Doughty took it strongly, and so did Thompson. And there's a 50, so it's a certain goal.
Not for the first time this afternoon. Scott Thompson on the end of a 50-metre penalty.
Jordan, out that way. Mark's here.
Scored a goal early in the second quarter from a double 50, and he accepts the gift again. They needed the first, they've got it, the Crows.
Yeah, they nearly blew it again, didn't they, with a handball to a flat ball bloke that had his back to him in the centre of the ground. And that quick kick, I oversimplify it a bit sometimes, but sometimes when you're in trouble, just play basic footy. Try and get some confidence back into the team.
Second 50-metre penalty to have cost Carlton a goal. Again, it's umpire Mollis.